You see if their footwork can create an advantage for them today on this blazing turf.
And that is usually the thing that it comes down to when you talk about NAIA football. I hate to quote Coach Prime, but in the SWAC, that has always been an issue when they face other Division I's offensive and defensive line. And that has been the common thing in the NAIA. So Salgado ready to kick the ball back. It is up. Shallow kick lands at the 5-yard line. Almost fumbled at the 27-yard line. Brought down by number 28, 26. I can't see the numbers. Brought down by number 26.
And even though that didn't wind up being a turnover for North American, that should be some kind of spark that perhaps Nelson University isn't coming into this fully locked in, already making a near mistake. So take what little momentum that gives you and start this defensive series off right. Stoppage there from the ref, but they're back on play.
All right, quarterback in the shotgun position. He has motion to his right, hands it off. Nice inside run. He brings the ball out to about the 41-yard line. Number 23 with the run. Number 10 from the Stallions with the tackle. So he makes that ball travel or matriculate all the way to the 40-yard line. Nice run, open and play by Nelson. Shotgun formation, motion out to his left. Hard throw over to his right. Number 11 with a great reception. Brought down by number 23, one of our safeties who has been stepping up as of late, playing a lot of the cornerback position. Great tackle.
It's Marvin Sanders getting stuffed by North American right there. And a pretty good job so far for North American in terms of getting some penetration through that line. What you'd like to see a little bit more is sitting after getting about a yard or two downfield. Don't want to get too far in the backfield and have the play get behind you.
Another handoff to the right. Gang tackle gets brought down by the herd of Stallions. Number 44 gets credit for that. Big 48, the fullback running through, getting downhill as quick as possible.
Empty backfield.
Quick pass out to the left. The receiver grabs it, but no gain. A quick tackle by linebacker DeCarlos Johnson.
And you can already see North American's getting great edge pressure right there. Quarterback had to get rid of it quick, and you saw that on two previous plays. Getting the ball out quick, they're going to need to do that if their line doesn't have the footwork to keep up with these agile edge rushers.
Shotgun formation, another inside handoff. They're finding some pressure, but the linebackers are quick in to assist the D lineman for this quick tackle. DeCarvanteus Waters, big number 99, in on the stop.
Gotta like what you're seeing from that front seven for North American right now. Not allowing a lot of yardage prior to contact. He's being met early, and they're swarming to the ball. Right now they've got a split back set. Both power and speed back there, so with down and distance being 7, they throw it short. Getting out there, able to get a first down and more is Marvin Sanders.
Marvin being brought down again by number 8, DeCarlos Johnson.
That was a good play call we saw there. Get it out to your speedy skill guy and allow him to make a play with his legs. And he was able to do that despite the best efforts of Jadarian White, who had the pursuit angle against the sideline, but that cutback allowed Sanders to get back in for a first down. No gain on that 1st and 10. So now the Lions are looking at 2nd and 10 inside the 30. Roll out. Lets it go towards the sideline. Perhaps not on the same page there between quarterback Briley Green and his receiver. Was in a bit of a hand-holding contest at the goal line.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to block for what may have been a running play. He may have saw his quarterback take off, so he wanted to go ahead and start blocking. Some receivers have to remember just to keep running. Just keep running. This pressure by the Stallions defense is actually getting through and making some headway. That's the second incompletion from what I would call a Harry.
Andrew Laws getting in there again in the face of Green, forcing him to throw off his back foot to no one. So far, despite this movement down the field, the Stallions have been excellent on defense.
No respect shown. 4th down, and they are going for it. Drops back, finds a receiver to his right, and overthrows absolutely everybody. We're in Stafford, and I think he tried to throw that thing to Missouri City. Turnover on downs by Nelson.
Interesting decision there inside the opponent's 30 to not take a field goal. You've got to wonder if there may be some mistrust on special teams. In any case, that's a positive for the Stallions, and you won that possession.
Well, I hate to say it, but that's Waxahachie. I'm from Texas, so I should be able to say this. Waxahachie style football. If they're close enough to get there, they feel like they're going to go for it. Nothing to lose in this situation because it leaves the Stallions with some decent field coverage. Pass to the left. Sorry for being late, audience. This pass is to the left to number 9. A great little pass and catch right over the middle.
Difficult physical catch. Not afraid. Knew he was going to take the hit. You might as well catch it if you are going to. And Tyrell Williams did exactly that on that quick slant.
Tyrell Williams, a big receiver with sure hands. Hopefully he can stay tough and stay healthy to finish out the season. I formation. Quarterback rolls out of the pocket, finds his big tight end in the middle. Did he catch the ball? The referees are saying no, it was a drop. One of the referees is calling it a catch, though. So, no, that is an incomplete pass to number 89, right off the fingertips. It was a good idea. I'm not even mad at that play. The ball was thrown slightly behind the receiver. So I promise we might see that thing again.
He had a good effort there. Almost kept it off the ground. I think that's ultimately what allowed the side judge here on the Stallion sideline to call that incomplete.
Stallion offense calling for Omaha. Usually that's a pistol play, but oh boy, there should have been some pass interference, but that is within the 10-yard marker. So you know that secondary can be a bit handsy within the first 5 yards. Got away with that one. Pass incomplete to the other tight end on the other side.
Lions brought a blitz there, forcing the ball to come out quick from Roland Harvey. And due to that contact that apparently is being deemed incidental, the Stallions will be punting it on 4th and about 5 inside their own 40.
Salgado back to punt, and I'm telling you guys, he's one of the most accurate punters in the conference. Sends a spiral out to the right hash. It bounces right inside the numbers and gives us a membership bounce, and it looks like it's stopping directly on the 20-yard line for another Cristobal Salgado kick. Outstanding punt by the youngster.
And special teams truly gets underestimated at times, and I think punters in particular, because now you flip the field, you've seen what your defense could do in that first series, and now you're looking to call on them again. Maybe get a sack here. They were really close to bringing down Green a couple times. The running game has been stuffed so far, so now let's see what adjustments the Lions will make.
And the secondary, you can tell they've stepped up. They saw these balls go past them, so I'm seeing Jaheim Evans slide out and go into man coverage. This might be an interesting moment. Pass thrown over to the middle to number 6, big tight end. Another pass thrown behind the receivers. The quarterbacks are having a little tough time today on this turf.
Yeah, Dakota Holtzclaw, not the best pass and placement for him. Definitely had the opportunity to bring that one down and get a first down. I think he was already thinking ahead, either in terms of running or knowing that that safety was coming down.
That's that youthful football. You just see the touchdown happening or the first down. Shotgun handoff inside, stopped by Cartavius Waters again, and number, looks like 95 also on the play.
Again, Davis Robinson, power running, and you can just tell that those legs and those shoulders, when they get low, are going to drive and fall forward, but they're not allowing him to get a whole lot of momentum coming out of the backfield.
Now, Josiah Walker has been a big handle, big tough guard. There he is again, making his way to the quarterback through that defensive line by the Stallions. Pass was caught, little dump out to the flats by number 23. What did you see on that play, Beef?
Well, I saw exactly what the Lions need to have happen. They need to get the ball in Davis Robinson's hands, allow him to pick up speed. And when he did, you could see how he ran through 2-3 defenders. And even though he was short of the first down, he definitely made this call easier on 4th and 1.
Inside handoff again. Big 23 gets down there, gets wrapped up by 5, this time Curse McLean.
And that's an easy decision. I mean, when you've got a back that runs as hard as he does, you've got to trust him. Occasionally, you've got to trust him and your offensive line to get you 1 yard. There's no reason not to. Definitely a bit ambitious and bold to be going for it inside your own territory the way they are here, but I'm not mad at that call at all. Spread out, empty backfield. Trips left. Ball comes out down the field just over the second level of the defense. And they're calling a pass interference. It looks like it's going to be. It's got to be. From here, it looked like the timing by the defensive back was right on time as the ball approached. No? That's not pass interference. Was that unsportsmanlike conduct?
So we look like we have unnecessary contact, unsportsmanlike, offensive penalties. Shouts out to most of the NAIA referees. Today, Mr. White Hat might have been looking for the camera. He didn't quite give us a good signal for the penalty, but we are moving the ball either way.
Tight formation. Green.
Stuffed in the backfield.
Just thinking about letting it go and thought better of it and went ahead and ate the sack. Now looking at about 2nd and 18. Long way to go. So this play call here isn't about getting it all back in one. This is about making 3rd down manageable. Down in distance here. Ball gets out. Getting all the way up to the 40. Zach Fuller finally being brought down after about a 14-yard run after the catch. Green, back rolling to his right, gets it out and met instantly after the catch. Jaheim Evans got there and just laid a hit down.
That's what he will do. Jaheim Evans, think of Roy Williams with speed. Think of Palomalo, but shorter with better vocabulary.
Can't say better hair. I've got to see the helmet come off before I can say better hair first.
I can guarantee better hair. Sorry, Troy. Sorry, Troy, because I know you'll be in my DMs, brother. We are frats, and I understand. But, yeah, Jaheim has definitely taken care of the hair part.
Well, we got to get this kid an endorsement. But in the meantime, we see a flag come out after a short run on second down by Davis Robinson. And they're going to call false start on the offense, so that'll bring them back. And now they'll be looking at 2nd and 12 for the repeat of second down. Coming to you with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. We're still all tied at 0 here as the Lions are encroaching into Stallion territory, looking for the first score of this game.
Little left handoff. Almost looked like it was disguised as a bootleg. The running back just grabbed the ball and took off to his left for a nice little run.
Like you said, setting up that bootleg action. We've already seen 2 rollouts from Bradley Green today, and that one looked pretty similar. They had the fullback running out there and had a solid block. It almost looked like it could mean something, clearing out that edge. But the D-line shifting down well, second level pursuit.
Gunslinger back again, fires straight down the seams to number 2. He's brought down by Jaheim Evans and looks like number 21.
Yeah, that was Kevin Williams on the assist. What a rocket by Green to zip that one in there. Get the first down. Flags up. That one's going to be offsides. Incomplete play. Green knew he had a free one. So tossed it to the pylon despite double coverage.
A receiver that's about 6'6", I think I'll throw it over there to him too. Just might as well.
Give him a chance. Now the Stallions have a DB just outside the end zone, down in some pain, and trainers and coach will run over to see him.
We're going to use this time to take a break. This is NAU football on Clutch. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stafford MSD Stadium. Big shout out to Coach Dorsey, the man in the back, the man from Stafford High School that consistently makes sure that we have what we need here in the studios. Handoff to number 9. He gets stood up, stuffed, stopped, and stabilized by big number 91, young Mr. Collins, all the way from Herta, Texas, freshman of the year.
And again, I mean, no matter who it is, freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior, this defensive line is giving this offensive line fits. I mentioned before the game the size, but here right now we're seeing just technique beating that size. Quick looked like an attempt at a jailbreak screen. Things broken up a bit and got real messy. Not to mention maybe not the most on target throw from Green, who just seemed to sling it over there, trying to get the ball out quick, but without any success as far as a completion. Twins left, empty side of the open field. Ball out quick.
Caught at the 10, and he is still trying to fight to get some more yardage, brought down by the whole stable of Stallions. So number 23, 35, 5, and 21 all in on the tackle. Great job by the herd, if you will.
Expecting to see a Davis Robinson run up the gut here. Sure enough, sheer force.
Straight up the middle from the big man. That's, if you got him in the backfield, you might as well give him the ball. Sadly to say, touchdown Nelson.
And inside the 5, you have to. You have to feed that guy. He's clearly running hard, even being held up so far and held in check for the most part today. You got to give him that situation. He's got an advantage.
Well earned touchdown. Everybody worked hard on this play. I mean, it's not like they walked it straight down the field.
And that's the thing, despite now seeing a touchdown on the scoreboard for the Lions, I don't think that this Stallions defense is playing bad at all.
Little fatigue may have hit him. As we said, the weather is a draining sun today. PAT is up by number 81, and he does his messy rendition of kicking it off the pole. It is no good.
That one could be important. We'll come back to it and see. Right now, the Stallions have a chance to go down the field and take the lead if they can get in the end zone. But one of the most important things has got to be this offense giving the defense some time of rest. They've got to go out here and have a long, sustained drive. Your playbook is wide open. You haven't had a whole lot of success moving it far down the field in your first possession.
Well, with that, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. This is NAU Football on Clutch.
Shut up.
All right, we're back. Number 81 is back. A little chance to redeem himself here on the kickoff. His special team coach has given him most advice that a lot of 48-year-olds have to their daughters. Man, keep it off the pole. Anyway, back here, coming down, running back makes it out to the 25-yard line, and he is hit on the crown of his head, but he is the first one up. Great little return. At least get us some padding, if you will.
For the offense, for the Stallions right now, and this is going to sound cliche, it's one play at a time. Just beat the sticks, get ahead of schedule, and just start building some rhythm. Give your defense time to rest, and find out what's going to work against this defense.
Stallions coming out at the 25-yard line. Jesper Corklain back at the helm. 3 minutes, 24 seconds. We got movement and laundry all over the field. So let's see what's going on. Jesper's tweaking his head and getting ready to go off, so it looks like it's a defensive penalty. He hates it when he can't run the play because of defensive penalties, but that's because Jesper's from Finland and he just likes football. So we look like we got a little encroachment penalty. Beef, what'd you see there?
I saw what looked like it was going to be some sort of trick play. Harvey squeezing over behind the guard out right before the snap. Looked like they were going to do a direct snap in Wildcat formation. Look for that trick again later. Right now I'm looking for this matchup. Down low. Oh.
Now that was a low blow. Literally, no reason to put your head down. I understand the ball was going in, but the ball was thrown well in front of the receiver. He couldn't get to that. Literally took his knee out. Helmet on knee contact. You never like to see that in any form of football.
Yeah, you could just tell from the momentum coming downhill. He broke on the ball well. Ball right there for the grabbing. Unable to come up with it, and then the hit comes after that.
And to be honest, now, how often do you get your defensive tackle out covering a wide receiver on a pass play? Right?
Wouldn't say too often.
So I can't be upset at that. He's normally usually trying to tackle some legs to stop the running backs. It was a reaction play, so I might have been a little too hard on him. Seeing the replay, it was a reaction play, and honestly, it was great coverage. Just an unfortunate head dive. Let's wrap up, guys. Come on, this is NAIA football, so for all of my future NAIA, NCAA football players, let's remember to wrap up. We got a new statistician, sorry guys, you know my vocabulary is all over the place. I see a drunk uncle, DJ Wolfman Owl Baby, in the building. Miss Olivia Jackson is in here, and that is Coach Jackson's daughter, the SID of the North American Stallions. Olivia is a choir student out there at Stockton Middle School, where she is an alto and mezzo soprano singer. Now back to the action. Jesper Corklain sends his receiver in motion. Twins left, if you will. Fake handoff. Gives it to the running back, who gets knocked down by number 24 coming in on the tackle.
And just as a quick update on that last play, Jalen Barnes able to walk off the field under his own power. Leg looking a bit stiff, but so far so good. Hopefully he's not dealing with anything too serious. But now we see the Stallions back at 3rd and 10 after having a 1st and 5 and a 2nd and 5. Now looking at a long down and distance. Interested to see what you draw up here. Probably best to play it relatively safe on a quick throw here. Get the ball out. Lions showing blitz. It's coming. Gets out quick and, well, looks like the ref was either looking for a reception or an interception, as he was right in the middle of it.
Yeah, Jesper just tried to thread the needle between the wide receiver, the cornerback, and the referee. And he hit the zebra perfectly in the chest for a great pass. Just not the right guy we need to throw to on that one.
And again, hard to blame him. It looked like the Lions were bringing 6 there. And since there wasn't an adjustment to, at least as far as we can tell, from Harvey to pick up that blitz, the line had to do it on their own off the cuff. And here comes the punt.
So they slid over for the power punter, who has been very accurate as of late. Mr. Wilcox sends it down to the 35-yard line. Not a bad punt from the youngster. Now, he's a true freshman, learning a lot from our senior Salgado.
About a 35, 40-yard punt there. And it at least gets the ball on the other side of the field to give some time.
So we got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. We're going to take a quick station identification break. This is NAU Football onClutch. Back already. Quick pass out to the slot receiver, number 85. He gets manhandled by number 5, Jadarian White, and number 4, Jaheim Evans.
One thing that I've loved seeing from this defense today is how many White Hats are surrounding and swarming the ball as soon as it's delivered. And if they can just get there a little quicker, we might see a turnover coming soon.
Number 9, quick run out to the left, gets tackled by our number 10.
Yeah, that was an excellent open field tackle. you are maybe not the last guy to beat, but if he gets by you, that's another 15 or 20 yards easily. So great open field tackle. Sticks have reset. On to the next one. Ball snapped out quick to number 9. Makes one miss, 2. Going down the sideline until finally knocked out after about a 9-yard gain. It's Jadarian White getting over there after 2 misses that would have limited the gain to a yard or 3. Back at the line already is the Lions, moving quickly. Ball goes to Sanders again, and he's got the first down by about 5 yards. Lions understanding that the Stallions are still a bit tired as they've been sustaining some offensive drives despite only having 6 points. So they're on the move. Able to get a jump. There's another flag. Free play going. And that quick throw instantly shut down by DeCarlos Johnson tackling Zach Fuller, but because there was a jump on the far side of the line by the defense, that'll still be 1st and 5 coming up.
All right, well, referees are doing a great job keeping this game competitive, but actually keeping it fair. Can't even be mad at them yet. You know I'm ready, though. I'm ready to talk some crap about you guys. But you're doing an outstanding job. Shotgun, ball is to the receiver to the right-hand side. Great pass by the quarterback, and these legs by the receiver still going. Number 30 finally wrestles him to the ground. Number 11 on a strong catch again.
And that's the last play of the first quarter. And seen there was a bit of frustration. Looks like it's coming from White again. Getting involved with that middle referee as he tried to backpedal and turn to go make that tackle.
All right, so it's the second, going into the second quarter. We're going to take this break right here. This is NAU football on Clutch. Back at the top of the second quarter. The Nelson Lions right here on the 20-yard line. Shotgun formation, snap is back, quick short pass to the flats, out to the right-hand side. He bowls over one guy and makes it out to the 21-yard line and out of bounds.
Fortunately, Stallions were able to keep that gain real limited. If anything, I don't see the down marker moving up any. Stallions didn't do as great of a job reacting to that screen pass as you would have loved, but nonetheless, looking at 2nd and 10, ball's out quick, and because it looked like he was trying to move a bit early, BJ Clark sees that one hit the ground. Stallion DB's there to keep that rack real limited too.
And they are all over the place. The DBs are definitely flying around the field as Big Cartavius Waters comes in for a quick blow. Needs to grab a little water break, if you will. DJ, what's his name, is hanging in there, giving us a great bunch of sounds. Shotgun, pass to the left. to number 85, tackled by Jaheim Evans again.
Holding these gains real short. Again, we've talked about how this defense is playing pretty well. I mean, through one quarter, giving up 6 points. And this so far this year, they've struggled a bit defensively, but today they're looking strong. The Lions are just doing just enough to move the ball downfield, and that could be the difference maker if we don't see this Stallions offense come alive after this field goal attempt. Ball's out, low, and wide left. Is that kick? And so, instead of a 9-0 game here in the second quarter, we're looking at 6-0. And again, the Stallions defense keeping points off the board, bending but not breaking.
And we're going to take a little break. Well, never mind. They are right back on the field. These referees are not playing today. They are keeping the ball and the clock rolling. Somebody's trying to make it out to another homecoming celebration. NAU homecoming.
Got the change of clothes already in the car. But for now, locked into this one, offense has to show something here. Someone's got to be sick and tired and make a play. Short throw out left. Ball getting out to Zarik Earls, I believe it was.
Yes, sir, Mr. Earls. Sure-handed running back that likes to get out and get some catches. Ironically, he is a great running back that can go in between the tackles, but he's kind of a Marshall Faulk-ish kind of guy. You got to catch him. He'll go downfield on you.
Flags out. Free play here. Jump ball. And in between two defenders, Tyrell Williams says, give me that one.
I'm telling you, Tyrell Williams, number 9, he's a sure-handed receiver. He's going to grab the ball if you put it around him. He's got the toughness of a college freshman, but the body of a future NCAA senior.
Making his contribution to inject a little bit of excitement, not only in that sideline, but these stands as well, because they need it right now. Big first down and moving.
Shotgun formation, inside handoff. Zedrick makes the first guy miss, but he kind of hangs on to those legs. Great tackle by number 4. Way to stay down, as they say.
And 2 yards isn't ideal. You might call that a defensive win there, but at the end of the day, you got positive gains there. Now you got to continue that moving forward. See what you can do to make third down manageable. Open up the playbook and give yourself an opportunity to convert.
Jesper just made an audible call to his outside receiver. I'm wondering what he saw. Blitz package is not being shown. Zips it to his left to big Jason Reeves, the sideline wonder kid who scampers up about 8 more yards.
And that was a play made by Reeves' legs. Didn't love that throw, which looked a bit behind the line of scrimmage, but I will give Jesper credit. He kept it away from the defense and then left the rest up to his receiver, who gained another 5 yards. Looking at 3rd and 3 here. Certainly manageable. You've got a lot of options. Where do you go? You got trips right. Williams in the slot.
Ball to Zedrick right up the middle between the tackles as usual, and he gets brought down by his most recent menace, number 4. And he is a hobbling off the field, but he is giving us, that's a first down signal. Move those chains.
Earl's not quite able to make it off the field. Well, he's back up, went down, and back down again. He's trying to tough it out. I certainly didn't see him as a power back initially, but that last run was a heavy one.
Yeah, Zedrick has that speed, that downfield speed that you want from a receiver. but he's like a little bitty train, so that speed gets built up. So if you give him 5 yards beyond the line of scrimmage, look out, number 4. We're going to take a quick break for another station identification. This is NAU football on Clutch. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. The Stallions are now at the 49-yard line, heading into the Lions' territory. Jesper Korkalanian with the shotgun. 2 receivers on each side. He rolls out, and he is faster than he used to be, ladies and gentlemen. So that just caught the defense by surprise. Pushed out of bounds by number 24 of the Lions.
Korkalanian there. Good decision-making. Didn't see anything downfield, and instead of throwing it away, you might as well gain a few yards, and now he's made this a really good-looking 2nd and 5 opportunity for the Stallions, who have crossed into enemy territory.
So I hate to be the SID guy who's the analytics guy on campus, but I've been saying a lot about Jesper. I've been trying to get the coaches to listen to me a little bit, stick with them. Yes, Roland Harvey is a great quarterback, but he's also a great leader. And Jesper's been learning a lot from him. Now, this is where Jesper can learn a lot more from Roland. Put the ball out in front of the receiver, and then you may find that complete pass.
Fortunate that there were some butterfingers over there for the Lions secondary. Had one right in his chest, but dropped it. So that'll give them another opportunity here at 3rd and 5 on the 44-yard line and marching in.
And speaking of shouts out to Team Mom, Sister Harvey. Thank you for always being here every game. She's even brought her camera today, so I'm going to try to get Mr. Halim Yusuf to get over there and get some photos from her. Oh, a little fake inside play action quarterback keeper, if you will. Jesper may have got down. Let's see. No, he fumbled it before he got to the ground. Number 24 caused and recovered the fumble.
And initially, great play call. Sold the fake, sold the read. Great job by Jesper to get out and attempting to fight that final yard. Ball came out. And you've got to say that's more of a good play by the Lions, perhaps, than a failure on Jesper's part.
Yeah, that definitely was something to be proud of by the Lions. Can't even get mad at that. Jesper, you just got to hold on to the ball, my brother. Just hang on to it. You're doing good, though. Great improvement this year.
Twins on each side.
Fired out to the left flats and missed tackle by number 24. Gets a chance to come back and redeem himself as number 5 helps him. Pass and catch with a little yak included.
I know it can be difficult to wrangle these guys down, especially a guy like B.J. Clark who's got that elusivity to him. But you've got to hold on to that ankle for dear life and wait till help gets there. You don't have to bring him down, but you got to keep him down. Dual motion to the right. Davis Robinson having to double back.
Complete audible, and we have 0-0. That means no running backs. 5 receivers out. He looks to the left. He steps up into the right side of his pocket and fires one off. But as you know, number 10 is out there with his lasers on, ready to get any pass out of the air.
Keyshawn Langham just already seeing. He was prepared to meet Green coming out because it looked like for a second he was going to take off with it, but stayed home, stayed disciplined, and was able to break that pass up despite a zip put in there by Briley Green.
So the way it's looking, the Stallion defense is really gunning for the ball. They may be trying to focus on trying to put some points up themselves. Need them to stay down and contain. Big number 23 back with the ball as he carries a few Stallions all the way up to the 35-yard line.
They'll be looking at a 3rd and 1. And after an initially good defensive start, let up a lot there. The line got moved out of place, had a few get downfield, but by then the ball's gone. Lions looking to the sideline, getting the call.
Omaha, Omaha, Omaha.
Look for it up the middle here.
As you called, 23 with the ball right up the middle, but this time he's got Jaheim Evans glued to his ankles. He ain't going too far with that man.
And that's great fight. I mean, you're looking at a guy who's probably outweighing you by about 20 or 30 pounds and able to get that initial contact so that Davis Robinson didn't get that downhill speed initially, had to reset, and then was met by another while having somebody like Jaheim Evans nibbling at his ankles.
You want to talk about an effective ankle biter? Yes, sir, I said it. Nephew's all over the place. Pass out to the right-hand side. Another great crisp ankle tackle. 21 gets it. But he gets a bad spot, so they're moving the chains.
Able to extend on that play. Got to give credit there to Holtzclaw. What you'd rather see from Kevin Williams is a little more squared up, attack the hips. He can't go anywhere without his hips. Get in there, square up that tackle. He's not going anywhere. Ball zipped in across the middle on a slant. Evans, who else? Buckling up.
So Jaheim Evans is making his attempt to get some highlights going towards his professional career. He is a senior, and he is one of the few Stallions that definitely has a shot at the next level.
He's all over the place right now. You see exactly why that is the case, because he right now is the heart and the blood. He's pumping blood throughout this defense. And that time, Davis Robinson met in the backfield, swarmed D-line. Starting to get a little sick and tired of this, and slightly concerning. I don't know if it was fatigue or came up with a bit of a limp initially, but Evans coming off, but he's looking all right. Waiting on the refs figuring out something, but they've seemed to cleared it up, and now we're looking at a 3rd and long here. They get a jump, but nobody crossed the line. Green letting it go downfield, and field is clean. No flags, a little bit of contact there, but otherwise a clean play. And now Lions looking at 4th and 10, but Bradley Green's still on the field, so a field goal seems to be out of the question with 7 minutes here left in the half. Still a 6-0 ball game. And instead of going up 2 possessions, potentially from their 35, empty backfield, twins right, trips left, snapped. Green facing pressure, steps up into an open pocket, has a whole lot of room to run. Finally brought down, but not before a 1st down for the Lions.
Green just kind of stalled everyone out looking for the receivers. The linebacker said, well, let me go protect, and they dropped back into coverage, and he just followed them on up to the 1st down.
And that's, you like the activity by the Stallions D-line, but there's got to be a discipline in keeping that pocket closed. You've seen this guy take off a couple times. He's got the athleticism. He's able to step up into the pocket. You've got to keep him contained.
He dropped back for a quick pass to number 11 right over the middle, who runs out of bounds and is pushed out of bounds by, once again, Jaheim Evans, and this time Keyshawn Langham.
Zach Fuller, one of Green's favorite targets, gets the ball out quick to him once again. Let him make a play. If you're North American, you've got to really sit up here. You had a chance to get off the field. Don't get tired and fatigued and let something beat you. Great contain there. Helmet coming off of what looked like a frustrated Kevin Williams, but way to make the play, get across field, and stop that end around. 3rd and short, looking like about 1.5.
They've been sneaking number 9 in to go end to end every time, but this time they couldn't sneak him in quick enough. The Stallions was prepared for it. So a little reorganization on the field by the quarterback. He's got his play. 2 wide receivers to his left, somewhat of a split I formation. 23 just bang, booms, kabams his way straight up the middle. And it honestly looks like they just gave the big old lineman the ball. But, guys, he's a tailback.
Yeah, he is certainly a force to be reckoned with. And you've got to understand that over the course of a game, tackling a guy like that becomes harder and harder and harder throughout, because especially on a drive like this where we've seen a long, sustained drive over 6 minutes at this point, I think it is, and you've just given up a long 4th down. The mental fatigue is there. The physical fatigue is setting in, and that one isn't too surprising to see. Fumbled the snap, but it's still good. And going to break here after a 13-0 score here on Clutch. Thank you.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. The ball is in the air, kicked out to the 12-yard line, and it is coming all the way down for a nice return to the 42. Great job.
Yeah, that's Jalen Joseph getting to the outside and showing what he can do. And again, for an offense that hasn't seen the most success so far today through, was it 2 possessions, maybe 3, that's a big play for them to be already near midfield. And so in some ways working with a bit of a short field. And I don't think that last possession was a failure because you didn't come out with points. You saw some things that worked. You had some guys step up and make some big plays. And now you got to continue doing that. With 5 minutes left in this half, you got to show something. You're still in this game.
Run out to the right. Cedric Earls had a little room, but gets grabbed and stopped. Get that number for you guys in a moment. Again, number 4 steps up.
And that's Joseph Chavez. Big body there to deal with for Earls. And it doesn't help that he was swarmed pretty quickly, met by a couple other defenders there.
Ladies and gentlemen, now don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We have a bunch of people jumping in our comments. Big shouts out to our commenters. We thank you and we appreciate you, and say whatever you see to say.
Joseph with a throw over the top, right through his target's hands and right into the hands of Jay Mosley, who came up with it and had about a 15-yard return before getting pulled down by the face mask, and that'll be added on top of the run, I believe. Tough play there by the Stallions. Jesper looking for his guy, trusting his man. Bit of a tight window, surrounded there. And just like that, field is flipped. Lions offense coming out on the 22-yard line with a chance to make this a 3-possession game.
Great interception there. I hate to say a great interception, but the kid had to go up and grab that ball. And the run afterwards. Oh, a little misdirection, double handoff in the backfield that doesn't go anywhere. Great job, great awareness by the Stallions.
And that's a great job by Sanyaolu to stay home, stay disciplined. He actually had a little bit of help there too, so even if he had missed it, which he's not prone to do, he had some backup and support. Looking at 2nd and 11 here for the Lions.
Shotgun pass, he drops out. Quarterback finds a receiver, number 85, to the right-hand side. He gets hit first by big number 5, Javdarian, and actually gets brought down by 35 for the Stallions. Tell us what you saw, Beef.
I saw another quick pass get out there, and although the Stallions ultimately did get him down pretty quick, not as quick as they had before, allowing very few rack yards. Those few that he got on that play have now made it a 3rd and short. And if we know anything about this Lions offense today, there's still 2 more plays to be had here. This is not a field goal if you get a stop here. And a great deflection, almost an interception, coming off the edge, jumping up like he's getting a rebound. That was number 48. No, 40, excuse me.
40, okay. Amari Calhoun getting in there, showing his jumping ability. The future track star of NAU, he actually jumped 18 feet, his very first track competition ever in his life last year.
Incredible. So we have an athlete out there. Ball's gone into the end zone, 4th and 2.
Great coverage by the Stallions. Actually, number 23, the cornerback on the play, focused on the man, let number 21 focus on the ball. Now, that's communication in the secondary.
And just like that, Stallions find themselves out of immediate danger there by getting a stand. Once again, bending but not breaking. Excuse me. This offense back on the field. Short-term memory, kids. You got to understand next play mentality. You're still in this one with 3:08 left to go in the half. You've got plenty of time to move it down the field. Give your defense a rest and put yourselves in position to make this a 1-score game.
Stallions in shotgun. Jesper still hanging in there. The coaches has got a little bit more faith in him this week. Calling plays, redirecting his running back. Blitz coming from his left. Pass out to his left. Great direction to throw it to, but still throwing the ball behind his receiver. Luckily, Jay Reeves was good enough to try to get the tip drill going without dropping any dollars, so that ball just fades out of bounds.
And as you call that blitz coming from the left, good pickup by Jalen Joseph. Give his quarterback a little bit more time. But as you also mentioned, Jesper's got to get that ball a little more ahead. His man did have the inside leverage. Give him a chance at that one. And to catch it in stride, and on a route like that with not a whole lot of help over the top, having a chance to make a big play. Fakes it, coming across the middle. Screen gets out. Completed, and Chavez, despite not getting the interception that his hands were really close to, and missing the initial tackle, still hung in there to ultimately bring it down for a negative gain. Looking at 3rd and 11, deep in their own territory, is the Stallions. Ball on the looks to be about the 13-yard line. Twins right and left. Drops back. Meeting pressure and swallowed up by a Lions defense. About 3 guys in there, including, wouldn't you know it, Joseph Chavez.
Joseph Chavez has been a big man in a tree trunk's body, stopping everything that comes his way. Good job, Mr. Chavez. Way to make Waxahachie proud. We'll take this time to take a break. This is Sooner Athletic Conference football on Clutch. So we are back. Cristobal Salgado ready to Pops ready to punt the ball in the end zone. Laundry on the field, which, you know, if you ever notice a golfer in his backswing and try to tell him something at the last minute, oh, that shot's going to be pretty bad. And Salgado looks at the referee as he continued to kick the ball out of bounds. It was a little bit shorter than what we would normally see from him. That was a false start. So we will replay that fourth down again.
Well, to your point, he might not mind a mulligan here.
Not at all. Not at all.
Backed up. Heels on the back of the end zone here. It can be easy to take for granted punt protection here, but you got to make sure you don't let anybody through. Give your punter a chance to really get it out, and that's through the back of the end zone. That's going to be a safety, contributing to now a 15-point Lions lead. Under 2 minutes here to go in this first half. And those are the little mistakes that add up in a game ultimately where you're still competitive. You're still very much in this ball game. And so now as a sideline, how do you battle these little things that are building up? How do you fight what feels like momentum starting to work against you in a game that you're very much alive in?
I tell you this, the Stallions have been here before. I hate to say it, but the truth is what pretty much damages the young freshman collegiate age group. Tell them the truth and watch them have a mental breakdown. But the truth is the Stallions have been here before. They're only down by 15. And these guys know how to come back, so they're not worried at all. At all.
Lining up for a kickoff from the 20-yard line instead, since we are dealing with a safety after all. Lions back and ready to see if they can make something happen here on this special teams play, because your second line is at midfield. You have a real chance of starting this possession inside Stallion territory. Gatto sends it deep. It bounces just beyond the 25. Unfortunately, it also bounced out of bounds. And so the flags come out. And that'll bring the Lions up some. Could be a blessing in disguise, depending on how you want to look at it. Perspective is everything. They might have had more than a 10 or 15-yard return, so we'll see where the refs spot it. Went out at about the 23.
Looks like they're going to do the re-kick situation.
Well, that doesn't hurt. Again, 1 minute and 50 seconds left in this half in a 15-0 ball game led by the Nelson University Lions. By no means are the Stallions out of this one just yet. Plenty of football to be played. And personally, I think, several bright spots you can pull from on both sides of the ball. Now it's a matter of stringing multiple plays together, and that can be difficult. But that's what it's going to require for them to get back in and take over this ball game. Not only tie, but take the lead in this game. You're going to have to string multiple plays together. And we believe they can do it here as Gatto sends it again, this time more down the middle, caught on the left hash at the 20. Coming back, finding an outside lane across the 50 is number 2.
Pushed out of bounds by Keyshawn Langham. And oh boy, he was on a run.
Colby Tanner bringing it out to, looks like the Stallions 43. And that's about a 37-yard return. So, excellent field position to start for Nelson University. Tanner and Clark, the bottom of your screen, out left. One receiver over the top. Back in motion. Short side of the field. Ball comes out quick and met instantly.
The quick passing game by Nelson, which has been their bread and butter all year, that you can't kind of get away with that in the Sooner Athletic with all these fast linebackers, but it is working for them today.
Green got out of danger there and looking for Tanner up the sideline, it looked like, but also just outside of Clark's reach. And so now they're looking at about 3rd and 6. And now empty backfield. 4 receivers out left. Green snaps it. The pressure's coming. Lets it go. And unable to bring it in is Sanders, but there is a flag down in the backfield.
Possibly a holding.
Gotta be, if I had to guess, going to expect, well, actually, I don't know what to expect, whether you decline this one or accept this one, because the Lions have shown no fear of going for it in a longer distance. So that penalty, though, is declined. And so the Stallions will take their chance with 4th and 6 as opposed to 3rd and about 16.
Knowing the history of Nelson, going forth on 4th down, I would have declined this penalty too. I'm not going to give them another chance, another down. We know they don't have a lot of faith in their punter, so inside handoff, he has got the first down. Tackled by DeCarlos Johnson, number 9 again.
And speaking of again, seeing, I believe that's Evan Sanders again. Seeing him make, Marvin Sanders, excuse me. Seeing him make a couple guys miss. Had his shoulder pads wrapped a bit early on in that play, but able to get by and get the first down. And that's, again, what we're talking about. D-line's got to sit. Can't go too far upfield like they just did there. Edge protection falls apart. Ball's out. Sanders able to make a contested catch on the sideline.
Great catch by Sanders. He jumped up to let that ball nestle into his chest. Gets brought down by Keyshawn Langham again and Olu.
And Olu was there. He was in position. Didn't get his head around in time to make a play on the ball. We've got a flag on the defense. No. False start on the, no. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's offsides or encroachment because the offense is moving forward now. 1st and 5 on about the 7-yard line. Twins right. Motion receiver. Green being pressured on the back end and gets it out.
He is finding big number 6 everywhere all over the field.
Hard to miss him.
Now, that was a great play called. Tight end actually ran a delay, so he started off blocking and then stepped up, turned around, and caught the ball right in his face. We're going to take this time for a station identification. This is Sooner Athletic Football on Clutch. 16 seconds left into the second quarter. The Nelson Lions are on the cusp of trying to get the tip in from the 2-yard line. We shall see.
And they've got 2 timeouts left, but 16 seconds. Touchdown-saving tackle by Kevin Williams, and we've got a touchdown, but as I see 2 or 3 flags fly, let's see what happens first. Oh, and that's pass interference called on the offense. So that ball will come back. Wipe those 6 points off the board.
Offensive pass interference is that Michael Irving rule. I know where the ball is coming. I'm going to get you on one side, throw you to the other, and turn the other way and catch that ball. Guys, this is not street ball, okay?
12 seconds left, and now if you're the Stallions, you can really get out of here without allowing any more points. Play smart here. No more first downs. It's just you in 12 seconds. Green lets it go towards the back of the end zone. Incomplete, just over the hands of the second level. Looked like that was Jadarian White. Almost got a hand on it. Fortunately, his backside was covered by his secondary.
Major collision inside the end zone. The receiver and Keyshawn Langham just kind of bounced off of each other, sending each other into the wonderful pirouette dance line of Disney almost. And stars and stripes is what Keyshawn is now seeing, and praying that his leg is still there. I've been there. I've had that feeling. We're going to take this time to pray for Keyshawn in this station identification break. This is NAU Football onClutch. So we have a little clock issues. The referee's trying to make sure we got everything going. Press him up a little bit is what he said. 7 seconds left. Ball is on the 10, 11, 12-yard line. Pass up for a nice, again, our receiver and cornerback can't keep their hands off of each other. We shall see who's this one on. It looks like it's going to be on the Stallions, number 23, for another pass interference call.
And that's a damaging one as you've opened up the playbook for this last play of the game. Just outside the 5-yard line, Stallions take a timeout, and
a needed timeout. We're going to take a little another time for another station identification during this timeout. Run to your refrigerator. Go on, get you a couple of snacks. We'll see you in a minute. This is NAU onClutch. 7 seconds left. A lot of penalties, a lot of stoppage of play. The referee's going to get a bonus today. Great job by them. Let's see if these Lions can not score. Receiver out to the right. handoff going to the left, inside motion, and right as the buzzer sounds, he crosses the line of scrimmage. And the man of the day for the defense, Mr. Jaheim Evans, sacrificed his body to try to make that stop on that play, but he had a little wardrobe malfunction. That helmet came down out, and I don't think he could see when to wrap up for a Lions touchdown. Excuses are tools by the incompetent, but I had to give you one.
21 points right now, looking to make it 22. Ryan Lewis here. He's had a share of misses, but attempt to right that, and it's good. A 22-point game.
Well, you could see them shoulder pads taking a huge breath before that kick. He did not want to miss that one. He probably would have left his job right there on the field. We're going to take this time, ladies and gentlemen, to go to halftime. Now break those snacks out and send them on up to the booth. We'll see you guys later. This is NAU Football on Clutch. back, ladies and gentlemen. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, as number 81 kicks it all the way back to Joseph. He is making his way up the field, the 40, and is pushed out about the 43-yard line. Great return.
Once again, giving the Stallions a decent field to work with. Let's see if they can make something out of it. You've got to get points here. I mean, 7 obviously is ideal, but even 3 to show that you can get down into scoring position. But there's got to be a sense of urgency coming down in this half. You're in a dangerous spot of feeling a bit hopeless as this game is starting to break the way some previous games have in this 7-game losing streak so far. So you've got to wake up and bite back. Fumble the snap low on the ground, and Jesper's going to have to run it ahead and get stripped out, and on the way to the end zone for the Lions for not even a scoop and score, a strip and score straight out. Ball came flying out, and that's returned. Wish I could see his number. Hair's coming down a bit far to be able to see, but looked like the middle linebacker there for the Lions.
9D? Defensive 9.
I believe, yeah, it looks like it might be Keyshawn Green, but I'm not sure with what I'm seeing here as far as the roster goes. In any case, quickly putting a damper to the beginning of the start of this half for the Lions. I think that might have been Jaden Akita on that recovery and return. As we're looking at now a 29-0 ball game, just 19 seconds into this second half.
What a tough situation to be in by the Stallions. Jesper Kirkland already had his confidence somewhat shot at in the first quarter. Came out ready to go. Pocket collapsed on him. Decided to step up. Bad snap. Picks up the ball. Takes off. Gets it stripped. It's just a tough time out for Jesper.
Well, in this position, you got nothing to lose here, so you've got to find a way on this sideline, not just the coaches, but other players as well, to rally the troops and show some fight. You can't just quit here, as Joseph allows that one going out the back for a touchback. And the Stallions will return on the field offensively to see what they can muster for a drive.
Ryan Lewis is finding his confidence after a few pole shots, if you will, a few clangers off to the left. He's gotten his extra points up, 1 field goal, and now he just kicked it for a touchback. This kid, maybe he needs a little warm-up juice, but he's got it going now. Stallions back in their trademark shotgun single back formation. Z receiver out to his left. Kirkland, coach is having a little confidence and a little staying with them. Receiver out to his left. He finds big Jason Reeves right on the 35-yard line for a good pass and catch.
And that's all you need to do right now. You just have to play small ball, play quick, get the ball out, make these simple decisions for your quarterback. Jesper having some moments so far where he's looked good, a few mistakes, but no reason to think he still can't get you down the field and in position to put 7 on the board.
Stallion is back in the shotgun. Our base set, if you will. Jesper calling the play. Snaps up. Handoff to his right. Oh, he was about to make his way out, but 91 kind of held him up and gave number 44 some time to get his hands on him and bring him down.
And that's Quavion Mitchell in there, causing havoc certainly the run stuffer type, taking up multiple holes in that offensive line.
2-yard loss on the play, so now they're on the 38-yard line.
Lions showing blitz, and that was enough to get a jump.
Number 53 picks his head up, forgetting only the center can do that. A little false start.
Bit of a lapse there for the offensive line. So they'll go back 5 yards and try it again on second and what looks to be 16, maybe 17. Make the third down and distance manageable as a play action, and ball's a little out of the reach.
So he's now throwing ahead of his receiver. He was throwing behind all first half, so he's got it stuck in his mind. Let me lead my receivers. Tyrell's got them big old hands, but couldn't bring that one in. It was amazing to me to see him actually touch the ball. That was so far out in front.
Third and long to go here. Twins left.
Jesper's already looking into the area. He does have a little problem of not looking off the secondary with his eyes. Another bubble screen-like play. Jason Reeves does make the reception, but doesn't look like he made any gain.
And it's tough to call plays designed for such a long down and distance when you're not getting a whole lot of time for your quarterback, and he's unable to then give the receivers time to get downfield and create some separation for a play. So working with what they have, trying to allow their playmakers to make something happen out of nothing in the open field. Looking at the freshman here, back deep to punt. It's Jamarion Whitlock, and he sends it across midfield. Favorable bounce for the Lions and getting across the 40 before they touch it down.
Jamarion Whitlock is one of the accurate punters. Saldano is one of the distant guys, so they have a good give and take for them knowing which one to be in the right situation. Great punt. It looked like he was trying to push it to the right sideline and kind of got up there, gotten that win, but still got some decent distance. Ball's on the 39-yard line. Nelson Lions at the helm in the shotgun formation. Run play to the right-hand side, giving it to him deep in the backfield, and he gets brought down by 17 and 21.
And coming out of that dog pile, Jaheim Evans, I don't think he made the play as you gave that one to number 17, but I think that reaction might have been because he was the one that put the fullback on the ground and in the way of the running back there to trip him up.
Jaheim Evans taking out that lead blocker. It's a team game, guys. Understand your assignment. Speaking of understanding his assignment, number 35 comes all the way up out of that safety position to just go man-to-man and bring down number 11 for a nice little dinker-dunk pass over the middle.
Gordon doing a great job because those crossing routes can be difficult. Receivers catching speed as they move across the field. He's able to lock in and bring him down in an open field where he didn't have a lot of help behind him. Blitz coming for the Stallions. Green able to roll out and get that one away. Good heads-up play by him as 3 Stallions able to get in there and give him some serious pressure. That being Evans, Calhoun, and number 17, Chris Williams.
Jaheim Evans, Amari Calhoun. Ladies and gentlemen, for anybody that's taking notes on the Stallions, those are the names that you're going to continuously to call every game. They are the defensive captains, led by DeCarlos Johnson. And those are his hounds, his goons, if you will. You don't want him to sick them on you. Back for the punt. The ball is in the air. This one got some air. Comes down at the 31 for a great fair catch. Jalen Joseph calls his fair catch and tries to get an Oscar by way of yellow flag. He gets bumped by number 85 as he was trying to go around him.
I'll nominate him for sure. He saw a ref back there and took an opportunity to sell it. What I'll also give him credit for is that catch. He truly caught that one with his hands, not his arms, not his chest. That one was extended away from him while he had pressure bearing down on him. Caught it nonetheless, no problem, and then jumped into an acting class immediately after. Stallions working from there, 31.
This defense of the Stallions are trying to be as stingy as possible now. Big shout out to them. Big shout out to Coach EJ Valentine and Coach Garcia for calling some great defensive plays. Fake handoff, play action if you will. The receiver is tackled as he was running his route. We've got laundry on the field, ladies and gentlemen.
Hook long and off.
Someone should tell number 5, you got to wait till the ball gets there before you tackle the guy.
Yeah, I would expect the crowd to, jump into some chant saying, how's it go again? You can't do that?
Or fire the ref. I'm sorry, my bad. Guy, well, come on, guys. You got 2 jobs. See the play, judge the play, call the play. Throw the flag out there within the amount of time. This ain't soccer, okay? We're not waiting on the continuance. Yeah. Shouts out to Coach Smith.
That flag was a bit late for me, but at least it was thrown. I thought they were going to name it as incidental contact initially, but good job to get inside leverage there by the target. Tight end moves in. Roll out. Takes a shot, Jesper. So he throws it a bit out of desperation to get to Williams. He's slow to get up, ate that one, and able to walk off. But looking like he may need a sub to go in for him.
I'll tell you what. When you ask your quarterback to step up into the pocket, you got to remind him of what he's stepping up to get himself into. Jesper walked into a brick wall, but this brick wall was moving his direction. Way to stand up and get up. Way to get the pass out of bounds. We're going to take this time for a little, campus notifications. So on this Monday night, the varsity men's basketball team will play their first game against Dallas Christian College. This is a friendly but yet interesting game to stand off. As you know, we have our own rivalries with such said Dallas area. Shouts out to Paul Quinn. You will lose this time. Anyway, this is going to be a great chance for all of those supporters on campus who has never came out to an athletic event this year. Yeah, I said it. Come on, get the schedules ready, and come on out and support these Stallions. Now, back to the game with the best NAU broadcaster in the business, Virginia Brick. Tell us what you see, Brick.
Right now I see trips right. Looks like you got Williams there on the slot, so expect a quick pass to go to him on this second and long. As we see Breezion Spiller come in the game. NAU is nothing if not deep at quarterback position. A snap a bit fumbled between Spiller and Joseph, and leading to Chavez in there quickly. And not a great first play for Spiller. Not sure that that's his fault. But let's see how he bounces back here on 3rd and 15.
So yeah, Mr. Joseph kind of got into that ball a little bit. He was trying to get out of the backfield. Another weird snap. The lefty slings the ball over, tries to sneak it into a couple of people, but he gets blasted on the throw, and a little bit, should I say, after the throw, because I'm thinking this is a roughing the quarterback penalty.
And the way he was pointing downfield, he already knew that they were getting a call there. Automatic first down for the Stallions. Not sure if he couldn't have known if it was a roughing the passer that they were going to have a quote-unquote free play there. definitely making Williams work out there in double coverage and trying to high point the ball. Might need to find a little bit more manageable opportunities for your targets out here. And that also assists in keeping them healthy, not having to take such a fall. Because he does get up, trips right again. Tight end as the second. Snap comes.
Direct.
Ball's out. Dropped by Williams and still took a big hit.
So Breezion is thankful that Williams actually drops the ball, makes contact with it. That ball was thrown behind the line of scrimmage, and as you know, that could be a live ball. But Nelson's defender, number 10, never gave him a chance to pick his head up as he laid right all over that situation.
Yeah, Jay Mosley, I mean, that's a textbook break on the play. Came down, leveled his shoulders, and made sure whether or not Williams caught that ball, he wasn't going anywhere.
4th and 2, the Stallion taking a timeout to think about this. They can generally get 2 yards, but it looked like they got a first down. So something happened on that play. We'll be back to you guys in a second. This is NAU on Clutch. NAU back in the shotgun. Breezion Spiller at the helm. I want to take this time to send a big shout out to one of my favorite high school soccer teams, Waxahachie High School, the Big Green, if you will. Thank you guys for participating at all times with championship of character. I love watching them play. Speaking of Waxahachie sports, Nelson has came to play. That is an interception on the sideline by what looks like, yes, number 5 for Sagu. Breezion never looked over to his left, trying to keep the secondary on edge, slings the ball out, but man, number 5 out-jumped everybody and grabbed that one.
And that's a men white coming down with that one and bringing back the Lions offense, putting the Stallions defense once again on the field. And again, I know we look at the scoreboard and we see a bit of a lopsided ball game, but this defense has not played a bad game. They've had to work against some short fields a couple times, and we've seen a lot of bright spots. So regardless of how this one turns out, the film session may be tough, but there will be positive things that you can pull from this one.
Definitely so. I mean, boy, they was moving the ball, you know? Things happen.
Jet touch passes.
Gordwin is all over that play.
Shut down quickly. Great play by him. Keeping contained in a very technical wrap up there. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. That's one you might clip and show coming out of the season next year when you're training guys up.
Definitely. And a big high five goes to him right in front of the lunch line.
Oh, wrapped up quickly in the backfield.
But these Stallions said, not today. Enough is enough. It's time to play defense and stop these balls.
I think that was Josiah Walker there. Big man can move.
Yes, he can. Big number 95 rolling through. lateral movement is the game sometimes for a defensive lineman. First step is generally forward. Second step is the direction of the ball.
And that's quick footwork. You might not guess from guys at 280, but nonetheless, great movement there. And once again,
my man dropped back, looked at the referee, and said, blow the whistle.
not in time. An incredible play that time by Chris Williams.
In there, I want to say untouched, but he blew by the offensive tackle like he wasn't there. He was definitely there. A little bit of height differential, so he just walked through that man like paper mache.
Back-to-back plays made by this D-line that'll get them off the field on a short series. And a close, very close to blocking it, as Jalen Joseph, returning it upfield, finding some ground, gets it across the 40. DeCarlos Johnson in the back in the end zone, almost blocking that one. Had a collision with another teammate. Fortunately, both are up and all right. Jalen Joseph with a solid return of almost 20 yards.
To all my Nelson fans watching, I'm going to give a little haterade, so hang in there, go to your closet, and pray about it, if you will. But these referees, my God, they're spotting the ball terribly. If you look at the replay, he went off immediately at the 33-yard line. They've spotted this ball back at the 37. It is ridiculous to me how this is happening, but that's NAIA football.
Shortest field the Stallions have had to work with today. Let's see if Spiller and this offense can take advantage of it. Williams across the formation, gets it out, but is instantly laid to bed. My goodness, Amin White making another play.
That was a terrible and risky pass by Spiller. I think that was a decoy, first of all. That is not the person that you want to throw the ball to, and you never want to throw the ball to a lateral receiver on his back shoulder. So now he's got to make a 360 turn to go upfield. In this case, usually and most of the time, it's going to be a 360 turn into a linebacker.
And that's a very small adjustment that you pointed out. That one, he's got to be looking over his right shoulder so that he can still see upfield. He's not already making a move, but at least that way he can prepare himself. Blindsided there and just beautifully read by White coming downhill.
If you want to know, if you're not a normal football watcher and you hear someone say the quarterback left him hanging out to dry, that's what they meant. Breezion in the backfield, carrying the ball like a loaf of bread, trying to make a little bit move, not wanting to just go down, and fumbles the ball, picked up and caused by number 91 again. And we have a change of possessions.
I mean, that was a great play by the D-line for Nelson. I mean, Quavian Mitchell got beat initially. Spiller stepped up into the pocket and then took off, but didn't give up on the play, got back to him, made a hard hit from behind, knocking the ball loose, recovered by Joaquin Johnson, who then returned it for about 15 yards. 20 yards, big man moving down the field. Lions offense on the field again. Sanders with the ball. Met at 1 yard deep, but able to be pushed forward to gain 2. Now on the 44-yard line. 43, my bad.
Sanders is running as hard. He's trying to keep his little minutes going. He's like, no, I can't let your other running backs get this time. I can run between the tackles too, coach, I promise. And he does.
And a screen pass outright, quickly met. I think the first one there. I wanted to say it was the safety.
25.
Who was either?
Yeah, Octavius Drayton.
Either him or Alfaj help come in and clean it up, and this one's deep. Green looking downfield for Jaquarius Gordon, a bit out of his reach. And now the Lions are bringing on the special teams unit, looking at fourth down once again, a 3 and out this time. So as of right now, the Stallions able to mitigate the turnover and get the ball back quickly. Be on your toes. 4th and 11 isn't something that they've run away from before, but this time kick gets away. Got some airtime, and Joseph will fair catch that one inside the 15. Looking to be a kerfuffle.
A kerfuffle, fisticuffs, misunderstanding, just a few bumping arounds. There's a bunch of high fives given in that. I don't think they was actually arguing. I think that might have just been some, how can you say, get back in the game, fellas. A little extra communication going on between these guys. They wanted to get some fellowship going. As Sagu, I'm so sorry, as Nelson College University. Guys, I've been in the Red River and Sooner Athletic Conference now for 6 years. I was a Waxahachie football fan, so excuse the terminologies. The Lions, purple and gray, Nelson University.
Old habits die hard.
Yes.
It's all right.
Big shout out to my original boss that got me into NAIA sports information, Greg Ellis. That's Coach Greg Ellis and or movie director Coach Greg Ellis, my producer, Coach Greg Ellis. Up the middle, Breezion goes looking for a hole and gets hugged and tackled by number 44. And number, is that 3?
Looks like it.
Got these jerseys are wrapping up. Number 2, his jerseys kind of started hugging his pads there.
That's Ronnie Murphy. Guy you might not expect to be in the trenches there at 5'9", but there he is right there on the edge of the line.
Breezion fought very hard for that 1 yard. Wide receiver goes into motion and gets the reverse around the corner and gets tripped up right on the edge for a 1 yard gain.
Did a great job of breaking 2 tackles there in the backfield, but he shouldn't have to. You've got to tighten that up, but also at the same time, I mean, this Lions defensive line has just gradually gotten better throughout this game, and right now they're starting to look dominant.
That they are. Come on, O-line, let's do some blocking, okay? Let's do some blocking. So Stallions in the single back formation, 3 receivers to his left, so sorry. Tight end is hanging in there. Lions show blitz, all 5 are going. 1 extra guy is in the backfield. They sent 6 in total, and the ball is up in the air and intercepted, brought down, and now returned for a touchdown by number 5.
Amin White, second interception of the day, and this one easily returned all the way back for a touchdown, bringing our new score to 35-0, waiting on the extra point. And that sideline is looking dejected for North American, and it's hard not to. I mean, you found yourself in a second half where the score was 22-0, and you felt pretty good about your performance despite that score. But this second half has not at all looked as though adjustments were strong enough to indicate any kind of change coming. And right now, waiting for the snap for this extra point. Hold wasn't great, but nonetheless, it's good. 36. And now, coming to you, a break here. NAU broadcast on Clutch. We'll be right back.
So we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with 4:30 left in this third quarter. The Lions took 10 minutes off the clock for a score. Final right now, the current score is 36 Lions, Stallions 0 for a kick out of bounds. We're going to go to the refs and see what they will decide. Brick, let me know about that.
Yeah, it's looking like the flag. Well, one ref just called what looked like a false start, but we know that it was simply the out of bounds kick, and that'll move the Stallions up to the 35-yard line. And wondering what the offensive approach here will be. I'm seeing what looks like the second unit out there to get some snaps, get some experience here. See what you can learn from this time. A few starters still in for the Lions defense. Namely Mosley and Mitchell in the game, and
so
play blown dead.
Roland Harvey, new quarterback, back in the snap. It looked like we had personnel issues. Stallions had 10 people on the field. Number 82 came on the field in time, so the white hat gave them, he's saying press up the clock. So yeah, he's no penalty on the play. We didn't have 11 in the huddle. He got onto the field last minute. White hat was going to give him time, so another lucky movement by the Stallions. Double snap to both the running back and the quarterback, maybe trying to do a little bit of misdirection. Cedric Earls is the one that gets the ball, gets through the line. He's actually held, not stopped, and they call it into the play on the 37-yard line.
And that's not the first time we've seen a mismanaged snap there. Might have to get some more reps with the center after this series to make sure that one's coming straight back. Otherwise, you're looking at a halfback direct snap, which could potentially throw off some of the timing of this defense.
Low snap. Harvey out to his right, pointing, finds a receiver, but he go ahead and kept the ball himself to outrun 91 to the 42-yard line.
Not a lot to go on and work with for Harvey back there. Did a good job moving his feet, getting away from danger. Unfortunately, nothing working downfield, so he takes what he gets, leaving them with a 3rd and 3.
Third and 3 for Roland. Now he's not going to panic. He's the energy guy. He's the leader on this team. Surveying his defense, takes a deep breath. Good snap. Finally, pass out to the left. Turns over. Moving. Yak for about 7 yards. 86 makes it to the 48-yard line of Sagu for a first down.
That's Lance Matua-Kellum over there, keeping great balance, getting that ball out over the back shoulder, able to turn around, make one miss, and get the first down. Stallions moving ahead across midfield now. Lions 48.
And they get a lot of nice success with the little pass and catch, as at least if it's not a lateral pass. Keep moving the ball upfield. Great protection by the Stallions.
And there's flags in the backfield. Despite that incomplete pass, I think we're looking at a cut block. Yep. They're calling a cut block on Earls as he picked up that linebacker coming through the middle, aiming to take his quarterback's head off.
Can't be mad at Earls. You got to take care of your quarterback.
Absolutely.
And when you're a running back trying to block an 800-pounder, you just get him down however you can. Good job, Earls. Way to not give him a cheap shot, as in the first play of the game, by an unnamed number 91. Great job.
That is quite a distance back, looking at a long distance. I mean, that's got to be about first and 22, 23.
Loss of 14 on the yard, so I got first and 24.
Long way to go. Let's see what this first play call looks like. Just got to chip away at it.
Jason Reeves has moved over to the right side now. Rolling, shifting, shuffling, finds some blocks in the lane to run to. Gets the ball out to the 37, 38-yard line. Don't think that was a called running play.
Not quite. Initially looked like he was navigating the pocket well. Ultimately decided to book it, but not quite enough space opened up in that pocket for him to have such a free lane to get downfield.
And Roland Harvey's a big, nimble quarterback. He's not easy to bring down. As you saw, he just drugged the defensive lineman for 1 whole yard.
Second and long. Draw play coming out. Not fooled at all. It's number 30 for the Lions. That being Xavier Garcia, junior out of San Antonio.
Garcia just holding on to that big bull of Cedric Earls and getting him low to the ground until he met the ground evenly.
Great form.
Great, yeah. I mean, that's just how you do it. You get a hand, you send your second hand, and you hang on. Ball's now at the 39-yard line. Stallions looking for a first down.
Checking the wristband. We've only got so many plays designed for this far downfield. Sits in there, lets it go. Fighting is Reeves against Mosley. And despite some patty cake, no calls there on the sideline.
Sometimes patty cake is okay if you're patting the ball. And he patted that ball right out of bounds, looking like a timbali player for one of these marching bands here in Stafford.
I mean, he certainly had a chance at it. Reeves just couldn't quite bring it in. Might have been a little short anyhow, but you can imagine in this kind of scenario, with under a minute to go in the third, they'd have taken their chances and gone for it anyhow. But instead, we'll see a punt by Gatto. Just gets it off. This one's got hang time. Getting across the 30. A nice bounce to bring it to about the 22-yard line. For Nelson University to take over once again. This defense trotting out to the field and looking for moral victories as we look to go to a break. Once again, you're sitting here with the Beef and with the Wolfman on NAU broadcast onClutch.
Ow, baby.
And we're back. Forgive us for coming back after the action there. First down gained on the run there for the Lions. And just for our loyal spectators to know, we are limited by our guidelines and parameters, having to take breaks at certain points, even if they might conflict with the action. Speaking of, coming across in motion, fake the jet, and Sanders coming upfield for about 3 yards, making it a second down, starting at once the down and distance marker sits still, I'll let you know. But that'll be the end of the third quarter, and we'll take a break here as they move down and flip fields here on the NAU broadcast onClutch. back here at Stafford MSD Stadium as Sanders gets the ball again, a stiff arm, but brought down nonetheless. Looking like that's the safety once again. I think that was a Sean
Elfage. Yeah, that's a Sean.
Thank you
That's
for
him.
saving me there, because I was ready to butcher that one and expect threatening letters in the mail. As this time Green rolls out, finds a man, able to get a first down, falling forward is Zach Fuller. And the Lions will move the chains once again. Seeing some substitutions for the Stallions as Chris Williams comes back. He's had some impactful plays here and there, as well as Amari Calhoun. And let's see if they can get to the ball quick here. As another run left to Sanders. Sanders hit quickly by Evans. Ultimately disrupting his balance and bringing him down after a short gain, because he did have some momentum. That zone was opening up, but filled quickly was Jaheim Evans.
Jaheim Evans in there like a missile, coming all the way from the secondary in on the safety blitz. He's lining up on this play in the linebacker position, so they have a big plan for Jaheim to make a lot of plays today.
I mean, he's got great instincts. No matter where the ball is going, you will find him in the vicinity, as he is again there, getting in front. But Sanders had some momentum behind him with his O-line, making sure he got a few extra yards out of that one.
So 35 definitely is in on the tackle. Would you give the assist to Jaheim or big 96 Justin Dillard?
I mean, if we could give 2/3 of a tackle, I'd give that to Jaheim. I mean, he met there, was in front, slowed down the initial momentum, waiting for help to arrive. And we've seen a little bit of a delay compared to the swarm initially that the Stallions were having. And Sanders again, this time picking up just about one. That'll take us to 4th and short for the Lions at about midfield here. Looking like they're at the 49-yard line in their own territory. And not really a need to go for it here, of course, but if we've learned anything today, it's that they definitely will nonetheless. Trying to run the clock as we approach 12 minutes left to go in this ball game. 36-0. Nelson University leading North American. Snap comes, rolling out as Green delivers it over, gets it out to, I believe, that's Colby Tanner. He's pulled out of bounds.
By number 21 for the Stallions. Again, he's in. Kevin Williams Jr. again on the play. Great tackle by Williams, but poor coverage by the Stallions. We've got to get on top of these receivers a lot quicker.
Hand it off. And that's Oscar Gonzalez picking up about 3 yards. Looks like we're seeing the second units of both teams here. A mix of some veteran presence out there for each. Guiding the young guys, getting some playing time here in the soon-to-be late stages of a one-sided game. Gonzalez gets another touch. This time breaks up through a few, picking up a first down inside the 25-yard line. No, inside the 30, excuse me.
Gonzalez just got behind Big 65 and 76, just followed his O-line. They made a wonderful hole for him. He steps through untouched, runs into the hands of number 25, who gets the chance to bring him down.
Twins spread out right. Another handoff, and Gonzalez held to a short gain. Now he is across the 25-yard line.
Old school football. Run game, run game, run game. Number 55, Mr. Crawford, getting a nice tackle there as he gets called back to the sideline.
Jet touch pass coming across the middle, but red all over. Stallions making a play.
Big Cartavius Waters in on the stop.
Incredibly impressive. Big guy like him able to bring down a shifty guy coming across the middle there in Jaquarius Gordon. So props to him being able to get in the backfield and shut that one down. Third about 9. Quick screen out left to Sanders, and he's got some blocking in front of him. Cuts back a couple times. Getting brought down inside the 3-yard line. But we did see multiple flags come out, and we might have ourselves a holding call or a block in the back is what I'm seeing from the far sideline. And that'll be the call. So instead of being inside the 5-yard line, they'll bring that one back. To about the original spot of play, the original line of scrimmage. Maybe 2 yards beyond that. Down marker's been shifted to 2nd down. Interestingly. Okay, there we go. They fixed it. Yeah. I didn't think that call allowed you to reverse time to get a new down. So, 3rd and about 10.5 here for the Lions. At the 29-yard line. Motion receiver. Green steps up. Pockets open to his left. Getting forced out and throws that one away.
Number 95, Big Bear Josiah, gets his big bear paws all over that thing and makes sure that this does not happen. Josiah Walker walks him down.
And I'd get rid of that ball quickly too. Didn't look like he was going to be able to outrun him. I mean, big man had the pursuit angle, so he wasn't going to get around that edge. And so had to let that one go. And now the Lions are looking at a 4th down here. Empty backfield. Trips right. Green gets the ball, lets it go pretty quickly. Inside leverage. And that's
coverage.
Great coverage by, is that Kevin Williams?
Again, Kevin Williams taking a little note from Jaheim Evans, learning how to be all over the field. Gets in there and shuts down the big tight end, who has quite a few inches on him, height-wise.
And with that kind of coverage, he had the inside shade. If you're Green, you've got to let that one fly a little higher. Put some air under it. Give your man the chance. He's got the matchup physically. Give him a chance to go up and get one over 5'8", 175 Kevin Williams, but looked about as big as you could be on a defensive play there on 4th down. And now the Stallions have the ball going the other way. Starting from the 29-yard line and about 8.5 minutes left. Walking through the play with his tight end there. Coming across in motion. Throws the quick screen. Gets it out. Still on his feet. As Williams able to get a 1st down there. Despite being heavily pressed by Jay Mosley.
To try to strip the ball. That's what he was trying to do. Instead of getting the tackle, he wanted that ball. Great catch by Williams. Way to come to the ball. Actually, even a better pass. If you notice, Harvey put it out in front of him, away from traffic, so he can run to and keep his stride going. Good job.
And those are the small things that matter. Like you said, able to keep him in stride. And for Williams to come back to the ball. A lot of guys don't attack the ball, and that's why we see some of the mistakes we do. Harvey having to step up that time, but not getting very far before once again Chavez bringing him down. I think Mitchell was in on that play too. So now it'll be 2nd and 11. Reeves going wide right.
Which is kind of his better side from my experience. He does like hanging on that left side as a wide receiver and slanting away from everybody, but
deep ball across the middle and nothing really there for Williams to even attempt at. And if he had, double covered at the time, so might have been a tough one to bring in.
And it might have been, you know, something Harvey saw, so he put the ball to where nobody could get to it, just to save a little, little room, if you will.
And let me say, like, that is an impressive distance to cover. I mean, we're talking, the ball came out pretty quick. He's already looking 20 yards down the field, and Williams is in the vicinity. Just doesn't quite have the reach to get a hand on that one as we see a blitz coming. Harvey trying to outmaneuver, but the pressure is too much. He can't get away.
Looks like on his spin move, he might have kind of caught Clint Fogey, number 63, the center. Well, sorry, the left guard. Yeah, that was an interrupted play. Unfortunate at the same time.
And the special teams unit will come back out again. Cristobal Salgado coming out. Not the best snap, but ball gets away. It's going across the 30, out of bounds at about the 25. No return.
Way to good job to recover the punt and still get it out, even though the snap is, how can you say, not your best. Overall, good punt. You're getting him back to the 25.
Might be looking at career numbers today for Salgado. Had a lot of opportunities today.
Yeah, Salgado is used to getting his workout with this, especially this season, the way the Stallions have had some serious competition to try to play against.
Defense back on the field. Playing up pretty close, expecting the run. Twin backs. Direct snap to number 5. Heading out left. Gaining about 6. It's Pearson Rugo.
So the ball is now on a 35-yard gain. Technically, it was trips in the backfield. So somewhat of a pistol formation, if you will.
Much bigger pickup this time of about 14 yards. We'll go again on the carry there. Accompanied by Oscar Gonzalez as motion comes across. Big man gets it. Tumbling across. Oh, attempted strip there on the back end. Well, able to hold on to it is that tight end Micah Womack.
Brought down by Amari Calhoun, trying to strip the ball with his right hand, hanging onto him with his left, and hit hard by the one and only DeCarlos Johnson. So the ball is now at the 47-yard line.
Takes the pitch, or the read, excuse me, and Ugo is trampled by 2 defenders there, that being Williams
And Evans.
Evans again.
They're going to hit you. That's what they do. They know it's a football game and hitting's allowed, so let's go ahead and hit them.
And despite what we're looking at right now, I am appreciating this heart that we're seeing, and guys still getting after it on defense, not budging.
So one thing the Stallions will do on defense, they're going to continue to play, continue to try to score, as a matter of fact. Evans on the blitz. Up the field goes Williams for the tackle.
And you love that. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white hats around the ball. And that's energy we saw in the first half. And it's good to be able to see it now. Despite what we're seeing on the scoreboard, that's the display you want to see from your defense. That's a culture you build around.
Williams and Collins on that tackle. Love to see that. Love to see the old head getting the tackle with his freshman. You know, the guy that you're mentoring is in the backfield with you, getting a good hit on the runner. 81 back to punt again. Our punters here have been getting a good workout today.
And this time,
it is blocked by DeCarlos Johnson. He gets back there this time, picked up by number 25, and he lays down, or can I say hops down or flops down, but great play by the defense. I told you they want to score. They want the opportunity to score.
It was a matter of time. I mean, Johnson's been back there for each and every punt, getting closer and closer. And this time he finally gets clean hands on it. And his buddy Drayton's right there with him, scooping it, almost scoring just 8 yards away from putting up the first points for the Stallions team. And I know this defense would have loved to get it as hard as they've been working today. But they'll have to step off and leave it up to their offense. With 2:55 left to go in this third quarter, Stallions getting the ball at the 8-yard line. This now, the shortest field they have worked with today. Let's see if they can capitalize. Quick snap out to the right, Harvey. Not much doing there. There's a huge pile over there on the right sideline, visitor's sideline, and I don't see much of a gain. Down marker not moving. So it'll be second and goal here from 8 yards out.
So the Stallions pressure now, trying to get that touchdown, get us off of this goose egg, and I believe they can do it. Tell me about it, Brick.
Well, absolutely. I mean, we've seen plays, we've seen schemes that have worked for them throughout today. Not always, again, string together plays, but you definitely have something here, something quick hitting to get you 3, 4, 5 yards to make the next play easier.
Look for that out. Well, did we get down to 0? Timeout called by the Stallions. We're going to take a moment with them to take a little moment of time to make fun of the Stallions' wonderful, weird uniforms and the definite weird uniforms of Sagu. We'll be back to you in a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, hit the like and subscribe button here to onClutch. Big shout out to big sister Wildcat TNT for hitting us up in the comments. We see you, and we will try to do a better job. This is NAU football onClutch. Pass out to the left, a little bit shorter for the running back to catch it. So that is an incomplete pass.
Yeah, Harvey not able to get that one up to his number, so it's in the dirt. And even though Sean Vincent was in the vicinity, you've got to like your chances when Jalen Joseph is your ball carrier, especially with this distance out here. But now it's 3rd and goal, 8 yards to go. Up till now, Stallions haven't been able to muster any sort of positive gain. But fortunately, you don't have far to go. I think this is 4-down territory, to be honest with you, Wolfman.
It is definitely 4-down territory. I'm looking for Jay Weaves to catch this ball. Looking the opposite direction in the corner. And I'm talking about you can't throw the flag if they're both fighting each other for the ball. But you also need to be about 9 foot 12 inches tall to catch that thing. Incomplete pass. Mr. Harvey trying to get it up there for somebody to hang on to it.
And just as a collective, we haven't seen the accuracy you would love to see from NAU quarterbacks today. And that might be a small piece of why you've seen the struggles you have offensively, but it certainly isn't the entire picture. Salgado is here to put the first points up for NAU, and that one went wide left, but
it rattles home
by the left post to go in.
Rattles home, as they say in basketball. And stay tuned with us Monday night for NAU basketball right here at Stafford MSC Gymnasium. We'll see you guys in a moment. This is NAU on Clutch. So we got 1 minute 49 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And Salgado is back to kick it off. Ball is in the air. Returner's already signaled for a fair catch, so he caught that at the 5. They'll probably bring him back out to the 20 with the new NAIA fair catch rules.
Starting to see some of the visiting bleachers clear out, and I would too if I also knew that NAU was about to run it these next, well, we have what, about 16, almost 17 minutes. We're going to see a tide turn here. See these guys pin their ears back and play with nothing to lose as we see Evans and Johnson come back on the field. Refs holding on here.
A little pause for the cause, if you will. They didn't spot the ball correctly. White hat caught that.
Getting a little bit of shade here close to the end of this one. Took long enough for the clouds to move in our favor. The players will get a little bit of a breather from the scorching heat today. As we see that clock tick closer and closer to 1 minute left. And a knee down by backup quarterback. Well, as soon as I find him in the roster, I'll let you know.
Number 15. Let me see if I got him for you.
Lions taking a knee here as we're...
Elijah Bowman, number 15. Elijah Bowman.
Thank you, partner. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Well, you're doing it pretty good, so just know. Ladies and gentlemen, NAU onClutch broadcast has a new broadcaster, and that is Virginia Brick. As we go to the final moments of the game, it's ticking down, 10 seconds still left, and the champions of character situation has already started. The hands are being shaken. As you know, Nelson University and North American have a great relationship between each other, and especially to each other's students. I won't name any names or events, but I will say you will find the two of them in Austin at a certain track event having a nice, fun time together. Wonderful, wonderful school spirit and championships of character. Integrity high at the utmost from all Nelson's athletes. So big shout outs to you guys for having great sportsmanship. This final score is 36 Nelson, Stallions 3. For a big thank you from onClutch. I have been the DJ Wolfman. Ow, baby. Giving a big shout out to Mr. Alan Weiderholdson, our wonderful statistician emeritus. Thank you for all of the work you've done for us and with us the last 2 weeks, getting us caught up in the stats department. To our Red River SIDs, don't forget the message that I sent to you. This is a serious thing, so I am there. Our media is up, and you will hear about it if you continue to do the way you have been doing. To our SAC SIDs, thank you guys for all the help you've done this football season. Plan to see you later. Brick, let us hear from you. Final thoughts, final words?
Well, I thought we saw a lot here today, specifically from the defensive side for the Stallions. Nothing to hold your head down about. I think you've got to go into next week with a clean slate and remember all the good things you did here. Obviously, a lot of things to fix, but plenty of good to build on. So, great game today, and go Stallions.
This has been DJ Wolfman, ow baby, in partnership with Brick, Virginia Brick from TSBN Broadcasting Network, right here in NAU football onClutch. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.